So I posted the video earlier in the week about how cold plunges are lowering your testosterone. And admittedly, more research needs to be done. There are 7 research articles, I've now read every single one of them, that actually do show that testosterone is lowered by exposure to cold therapy. The most recent study was in 2007, and what they were actually looking for was a way to decrease tumor rate of growth and hopefully shrink the size of the tumor with exposure to cold. And what they noticed as a side effect was that testosterone also lowered. That was that study. There is a study out of Japan that shows that cold plunges could be negligible to beneficial for testosterone in certain conditions. Those conditions, your cold plunge should be early in the morning. It should be before exercise. That's when they saw the largest increases in testosterone, or no effect. When they had the study participants actually do the cold plunge after workouts, especially if the workout was strenuous, and particularly if it included heavy weightlifting, over a 6-week period, testosterone dropped. The other thing they found is that when you do a cold plunge immediately after a workout, there are some chemicals that are released into your muscles that actually help build muscle. And so if your goal is for strength gains, that study also said that strength gains were slower to happen when you did your cold plunge after your workout. The reason is because it takes the inflammation down too far. So, what are cold plunges good for? Particularly if you do them in the morning. They are good for working on your mindset. They are good for reducing inflammation. They are good for working on lowering your heart rate and your blood pressure. They are good for resetting your vagus nerve. They are good for reducing senescent cells in your body. There are a lot of things that cold plunges are good for, but you have to do them correctly. And 90% of the videos that I see of people cold plunging, they're doing it after a workout or late at night before they go to bed. And all of the research on cold plunges said that the minimum amount of time you should do a cold plunge before bed is 3 hours. Which means that you'd have to be eating about 2 hours before that. Because if your body is focused on working up the body temperature to a normal temperature after your cold plunge, you won't digest that last meal if you eat it too close to the cold plunge or after the cold plunge, because you won't have enough time. And the side effects of that could be gastric reflux. So just consider that. There is a time when cold plunges are most beneficial, and it's early in the day.